Hey guys, and welcome to the Fish Room. I'm Rachel O'Leary, and it's time for a species spotlight. Now this week we're going to revisit a family of fish that we've looked at a few times, and that's the dwarf blue-eyed rainbows. But I had the opportunity to get in some Pseudomugil luminatus, which were formerly known as the Irian Red or CF Pascae, and they're really, really gorgeous, very breedable, and excellent for a planted aquarium. So let's take a look and I'll tell you more about them. So as you can see, these guys are stunningly beautiful with that bright blue lamp eye, typical of all the Pseudomugils. You can also see that they have that sort of iridescence to their dorsal ridge, and that the males have those typical pectoral extensions that make Pseudomugils so unique. They were originally thought to be part of the Pascae or Gertrudae family, and possibly even a hybrid. But through DNA sequencing, it was learned that they are a unique species and were classified as luminatus. Now, I first started getting these fish in about 2011, and they are now farmed, which is really, really good because a lot of their habitat has been destroyed from sediment trails from gold and copper mines in West Papua New Guinea. Now, in the wild, they did come from areas that had tons and tons of riparian growth, and that means plants that grow out of the water at the surface of the water, which worked as fantastic mop spawning for these guys. They are very easy to breed, spawning basically all day long, and the males will mate with many, many different females through the course of the day. And it's really a sight to be seen because the male will extend their fins and sort of spar and flirt with the ladies, darting into plants where they lay their eggs. Now, they exhibit no parental care, and actually this species in particular is pretty well known for being very, very prone to eating their eggs and fry. So if you want to breed these guys, the best idea is to really check your mops a few times a day and remove them for rearing. Now, the eggs generally take about 10 days to hatch, at which time you'd need to feed the fry a powdered food or something like paramecium. The adults are extremely easy to feed, readily taking any sort of frozen or dry foods of an appropriate size. I have ONIP in this aquarium, and you can see they're having no difficulty at all. Now, you can tell that the males are more brightly colored and have those extended fins that the female lack. These are shoaling species, so it is recommended to keep them in groups of 6 or more, and in an ideal world you would have at least equal amounts males to females. And since they are so sexually dimorphic, that's generally not a problem. Now, rainbows have a relatively short lifespan of about 2 years, but being as they're so breedable, that's rarely an obstacle for the dedicated hobbyist. This is adult size at just over an inch, or 30 to 35 millimeters, and they can take a temperature range of 18 to 26 degrees Celsius, which is about 72 to 80 degrees. The upper range of that being ideal for breeding purposes. In the wild, the pH where they're found is extremely low. However, they do take a range of pH in the aquarium from, 6 to about 7.5. All in all, they are an incredibly beautiful little rainbow fish, well worth keeping, that looks exceptional in a planted aquarium. Now, I absolutely adore these dwarf blue-eye rainbows, and they're really a fantastic choice for a heavily aquascaped aquarium. Now, they do appreciate sort of filtered lighting, so often something like some surface planting or at least some areas that have some cover is really recommended for them. And if you want to breed them, spawning mops or dense plants like moss or guppy grass really makes your life easier. But again, you have to check those mops frequently because these fish will eat their eggs readily. All in all, they're a fantastic, durable, beautiful fish, appropriate for smaller aquariums. Now, I prefer to keep them in species tanks, so they do well with most other small, peaceful fish. As always, thanks for your continued support. Make sure you hit that notification bell because I am doing daily videos every day this month. As always, make sure you stop by my Instagram at Ms. Jinx, my Facebook at Invertebrates by Ms. Jinx, and my website, MsJinx.com. Let me know below which is your favorite rainbow.